About 40 years ago, I was doing a psychic fair in Long Island, New York. And on the marquee of the mall that I was at, it was a psychic fair at a mall, it said that the Water Witch was going to be here today. And I didn't know what a Water Witch was, never heard of them. And then everybody was kind of like waiting for the Water Witch in the mall. There was a crowd of people. And this man walked in with like khaki type of clothes on, and everybody yelled, "The Water Witch is here." Apparently he was a gentleman that had written a lot of books on dowsing, and he would find where water was on somebody's property, where they can drill a well, or where there was an old oil tank, and so forth and so on. And he used these dowsing rods, which were basically coat hangers cut and made into a 90-degree angle using a little cardboard handle as they come from a dry cleaner, but the cardboard handle floated, and he would just bend both ends of the rods, the coat hanger rod that he fashioned into this dowsing rod, and you would ask it questions, yes or no, and it would answer accurately. So he put these two rods in my hand, and he said, just think about a wire, because I volunteered that I would do an experiment. I didn't know what it was. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, just walk this long carpet and just think about a wire. So I had the dowsing rods in my hand, both of them, one on my right hand, one on my left hand. They were straight ahead. And as I come to a certain part, they both turned to the right and the left. The right hand one went to the side, the left hand one went to the side. And when I backed up, they straightened out. When I went forward, they went to the side. And right under there was a piece of wire that he had affixed under the rug. And that was my first experience with dowsing. He was a dowser. He wrote books on dowsing, and he was known as the Water Witch. He was always on the news, from what I understand, but I was always involved in traveling as a psychic, so I didn't really watch the news at that time. And I learned what it is. And lately on the internet, people are answering questions, yes or no, with the dowsing rods. And I wanted people to know that they can learn to use these and make these, and it's quite simple, and it's very accurate. You test it out. Am I a man? Am I a woman? Am I sitting in a chair? And after a while, you'll find that it will answer your questions. And I asked the guy, did you ever try to use it for the future? And he said, nobody else ever asked me that question.